Hello, 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 and welcome to another edition of That Green Vegans podcast. I'm Kelly Harrow. So today, if you've seen the title, is Bish, you tried it? And I just want to first say that usually 100% of the episodes that I come with or podcasts that I speak on is things that are currently happening in my life, things I've experienced or seen that I think like, hey, you know what, maybe this will help somebody or, try to give you a little entertainment. But today's episode, whew, is something that happened last week. And I'm just going to get right into it. So it was this particular person in a particular place. I'm being very careful with my words because I don't want to expose who the players are in the situation. But I'll just say like this: I was in a certain situation, and someone came for me and kind of like not low key check me, but check me, and it took everything. I mean, everything. It took emotional intelligence. It took God for anyone to say God don't exist. Let me tell you something. God exists because only God could have kept me from hanging up the phone, going to this person, and choking the shit out of them. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. But I kept it cool. I kept it cool. But this is the thing: when you have this stuff, you have to realize that you have to let things go because it builds up inside you and it causes almost like a disease inside you. It causes illness and stuff. That's why it's really important that you communicate stuff. But it's crazy because I went to someone who I trusted. I told them about the situation and they were going to help me facilitate it. Now, in this person's mind, they didn't have the same story that I had. So much so that it made me look like I was lying or like I was crazy. And like I said, God do exist because luckily there were other players in the situation. And I had to go and talk to other people and they validated everything that I said and everything that happened. So I'm like, okay, so the thing about this particular episode that I really want to get across is that don't let people manipulate you. You know what I'm saying? In some situations, you can just kind of like, whatever, let it go, keep it pushing, do what you need to do in life. But then there's other situations, sorry, you got to stand 10 toes down and you got to make sure that that person know they can't try you. Because this is it. This is a thing. And I'm not proud of it. I'm not proud of it. But in the past, I've let not so many situations, but there's been situations in my past where I let it build up and then I did something bad. Like I put hands on people and like I said, I am not that person. And if you meet me in real life and you like spend time with me, you're like, what, Kelly? No way. She's like the most sweetest person you could ever meet in your whole entire life. Yes, 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 yes. But there is another side of, Kelly that you just don't want to know. You just don't want it to come out. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes people might think like, oh, she not serious. She's laughing about the situation. I have to laugh because if I don't laugh, something else gonna happen. So do you want my smile or do you want my hands? Those are your choices, right? Okay, so I digress. But going back to the situation. So we set up this kind of like a powwow to like get it out, right? Because this is the thing. And you know what? Either way, I don't care if it happens the way it's supposed that if I don't care if it happens if she has to know. going forward, how to deal with me, or if she never speaks to me again, either way, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? But if she do have to speak to me, she gon' know. She gon' know that you not talking to me any kind of way. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. Because if you ever talk to me like that, talk to me that way again, there's going to be consequences for that behavior, right? So that's why we have to make it clear to never fix your little baloney lips to ever talk to me in the way you talk to me, you know? And you might be thinking, like, dang, what'd she say? And this is a thing. It doesn't matter what she said, it's how you say it. And a lot of people, they just take it. I don't care if it is your job. I don't care if you are making hella coins. No one deserves to be talked to a certain kind of way. Now, it's different when you have a relationship with somebody, because sometimes when you have relationships with certain people, they sometimes it's just their personality where they're not talking to you, they're talking at you, and they're not really mad at you, they're mad at the situation, because I've had friends, oh Lord, I got a lot of friends that are like that, right? They screaming, they yelling, they cussing, and I'm just listening. And if you were just like somebody walking by, you would think they were like verbally attacking me, but they're not attacking me. That's just the way they express themselves. They express themselves that way, right? So it's that way. But when you don't know me from a hole in the ground, and you think you look, I don't care if the president of the United States, you're not gonna talk to me crazy. And you know what? I think for me, I was like traumatized from younger because I was bullied a lot and I took a lot of stuff, right? And then, like I said, I can count on one hand all the times that I just um like exploded, right? And I just I literally blacked out. Like, and I'm not proud of this, but I remember when I was younger, it was this girl, she used to bully me all the time in school. And one day we was by ourselves, and she took, it was like a paper towel. It's like it was yesterday. Back in the day, you get like a paper towel, and in school they had these really hard ass paper towels, but you can like fold it a certain kind of way and split the top, and you can put water, and it was like the paper towels were just so hard you can make like a little air pocket with water in it, right? And she made this thing, and I was watching her make it, and I was in the mirror and I was about to leave, and I seen her do it, and she just went and she just smashed it right across my face. And she just and then she hit me. I mean, it's like it's paper, so it's not like it was cushion enough to hit the blow, but she hit me in my face, and then as I'm turning around, she grabbed my ponytail and she pulled it. I had long hair. And I don't know what happened after that. Next thing you know, like I say I blacked out, I literally blacked out. Cause next thing you know, there was like a yard monitor or whoever the narcs, whatever, is, you know, was pulling me off of her. And I swear she was on the ground, head in the head on the facing the ground, and I was just grasping for her, kicking her in the back. Just, it was crazy. And I was just breathing because I felt like when she pulled me off of her, I started to breathe. Like, I don't know if I wasn't breathing, if I went to another time zone, another world, whatever it was. So I remember going to the principal's office, and he even know what kind of person I am, and he was like, "What happened? Like, basically, what does she do for you to do this?" You know, and I just broke down crying. I just, cuz I didn't realize it because I was so young at the time, but now looking back, it's like for someone to take you out of your personality, out of your, you know, element, to make you that mad to where you break, like that's a problem, right? But it wasn't, I mean, yeah, she had been bullying me. I'm sorry. I don't know. I feel like with somebody like that, it's nothing you can really do. You a kid, and you're not. That's why I always. That's why I became an educator, and I taught kids, and I worked at a therapeutic nursery, so I got them young, and I really tried to help them with their, um, with their anger issues and with all this other stuff because I was there. You know what I'm saying? I was that kid. I was bullied, I was made fun of. And it's the thing about it. And I was having this conversation with someone who I really care about. And they were just saying, I was telling them my situation. I was like, I don't understand why people be picking on me. Like, even to this day, like, they just look at me and they just feel like, oh, I can talk to her in a kind of way. Oh, you're so, so, so wrong. It's just that now I deal with it in a different kind of way. You know what I'm saying? But that situation, and I believe that was my first situation when I blacked out, she still lives within me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not letting her go because she needs to be loved. She needs to be supported, and she needs to know that she is a good person. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times people are going through life, and they get made a doormat. And I even tell people too, it's like, don't be a doormat. Speak up for yourself. But people are scared. They're scared to say something. And you know what? It's like, what's the worst thing that you can say? Like, what's the worst thing that can happen? You know what I'm saying? Somebody don't want to talk to you no more. Someone want to disown you. Like, let them. Let me tell you something. And I've said this before in other, episodes. I've had to let people go. That's a scissor cutting sound. And my life has been better. You know what I'm saying? Like, my life has improved. My life, it's just, I don't know. It's just, I feel more free. You know what I'm saying? Because, and it's not like I'm just going to be cutting people off left and right. I'm going to let you know. That's why I said you have to create boundaries, and you have to create them now. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. For those that people that believe in God, for those people that believe in the universe, whatever, you have to know that when one door closes, another door opens. And that is so, so true. And I can't even tell you. I mean, I can't even tell you. Like, I get emotional. I get choked up when I think about it because this year, and I do want to make an episode about it, but this year of 2023 have been a roller coaster like you never had. No, have you? Is because like on a roller coaster ride, it's like you have those moments where you're just like anticipation, and then you get to the top, and then it's like you come down, and it's like, oh, this adrenaline is going through your body, and all this stuff is happening, and it can bring fright, horror. It can bring excitement, and I always tell people that being nervous, being scared, and being excited is the same emotion. It's just your mindset. And I think that analogy with the roller coaster is perfect because some people, they get on a roller coaster, they're just excited, and then you just think about it, and then there's just times where you're just scared, right? 'Cause that's crazy. Like, you're just on this little bar, it's holding you up, and it's like, I'm crazy right now, just to put this in my life, to have this, the control of my life is one little cable. But it's just your mindset, and one thing I just want to say, like, I'm proud, like, just to let you know, like, the meeting never happened. It never happened, right? But I'm okay because I feel like the universe, I feel like the universe let her know, like, okay, made her like double think of why would Kelly want to meet with me? You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, maybe I did something wrong. Let me stay away from her. And that's cool. That's cool. But let me tell you something. I'll give you one. I'll give everybody one. And people, I'm very fair because, I fell out with people before. I've gave them a chance, but you ain't getting two. You're not getting two. You know what I'm saying? So, in conclusion, don't let people run over you, and it's okay to like cut people loose. You know what I'm saying? You'll be so surprised. I think back at if I would have stayed in certain situations, I wouldn't have been nowhere. And now I look at my life and I'm just so grateful of all the people that are in my life right now, people that weren't in my life 3 years ago, 4 years ago. There's people that are just in my life the last few months that have made my life more rewarding that I would not have met if other things have happened. You know what I'm saying? So, in saying that, I just want to let you know that you're not alone. People will try you, and they try the nice people too. They really try you because they think you can get away with it. But you just need to take a deep breath and stick up for yourself or walk away. Either way, I'm cool. Just make sure that you're good. Okay? If anyone hasn't told you yet today that they love you, I love you. And I'll see you on the next episode. Bye.